Well, hello everyone. This is Lawrence making another video, and this will be a different type of video, which I will probably do a series on. This will be where I will take an old album I purchased years ago. Let's just call it the Forgotten About album series, and take that album and just give it a fresh listen to with a fresh set of ears. This is would be an album that I purchased back in the day and listened to it for a spell and just put away and not forgotten about, but just in the back of my mind, I knew I brought it somewhere in the collection. But just listen to it with a fresh set of ears and a fresh perspective and do an album review. And for this first Forgotten About album series, I chose the Jefferson Starship Earth, okay, released in 1977. And of course, we all know Jefferson Starship started out as a Jefferson airplane. They were a psychedelic rock band from San Francisco. Had a number of hits and were very big. And they kind of 70s came along. They kind of adapted to the changes in music. And I've got two albums here that were big for them. Red Octopus. It had the song Miracle, which went to number 2 on Billboard singles chart. And the album, I think, went to number 1 on Billboard's album chart. So this was a big hurrah return for them. I love the song Miracles. It's kind of dreamy, it's sexy, and it's one of those beautiful ballads. And they followed up with Spitfire, and had the hit song "Count on Me," which went to number 12 on Billboard's single chart. The album went to number 3 on Billboard's album chart, and 77 came along, and this is kind of a trilogy. The third album called Earth, and boy, look at that. And let me get the little information on this album. Okay, is the fourth album by American rock band, fourth album under that new title, Jefferson Starship, which seemed pretty logical, changing from the airplane to Starship, because everything was like becoming Star Wars, and Starship seems more futuristic. Okay, it was released. The album was recorded in 1977 and released February 6, 1978. Recorded between July and October 1977 at Wally HEIDER Studios, which is a famous studio of rock musicians back in the day. It's 41 minutes 27 seconds long. It's on their Grunt label. Okay, producers Larry Cox and the Jefferson Starship. So what I'm going to do is listen to each track. After I hear track, well, before I start the track, I'm going to hit the pause, listen to that track, and come back with my thoughts on that track, and then give a wrap up of the album. Okay, so we'll start with the first song, which is called "Love Too Good," and by this time they were up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 members, with the main members being Grace Slick and Paul Kettner and Marty Ballin and Peter Sears, Greg Chaquico, John Barbetta, and David Frigberg. Okay, so we're going to listen to the first track, Love Is So Good. I'll come back with my thoughts. Okay, the first track of Earth, Jefferson Starship. Uh, Side A is called Love Too Good. This is a great, strong opening track. It's more, it's funny because it's more of a keyboard based song, but their lead guitarist, Craig, I'm not going to pronounce the last name. Let's see if it turns up on here. This is kind of, I don't know if you can see it. Um, for a guitarist to write a song that's more keyboard based is kind of unusual. Um, I could see Pete Sears did the um, keyboard work. It's funny, each of these tracks, they don't list who plays on what. They just got a basic listing on top. But Pete Sears does the keyboard. It doesn't sound like organ, which David Freakberg is credited on. But it's really nice. Grace Slick does the lead vocal. She's great. And it's kind of a nice flow of keyboards. Toward the end, the keyboards, the kind of resembles what you hear on Riders on the Storm with what Ray got his last name, the famous keyboardist for the Doors, what you hear at the end of Riders on the Storm. So I really enjoyed this track a lot. A good entry into the album. Ray Mancini, okay, the Doors. And you could tell I'm horrible at pronouncing names. So we'll go on to the next track, Count on Me. Okay, song number 2, side 1, Count on Me. Um, this is continuing in the love song, the ballad, um, as which we heard with Red Octopus album right here. Which had Miracle. So you could say this Count on Me is the miracle of this album here. It's written from outside the band, non-members. And of course, Marty Barlin does the lead vocals with Grace Slick falling in closely with backup vocals, and then which her backing vocals are very distinguished of being hers. You could say, oh, that's Grace Slick, and then other backing vocals with the rest of the band. It's very catchy. It was released as a single, went to number 8 on Billboard single chart. So that continues the ballad, which has become radio airplay for the Jefferson Starship. So that's a plus. And I'm going to rank every track. The first track, "Love Too Good," I'll give 1 out of 5. No, let's give it a 1 out of 10. So I'll give "Love Too Good" number 8. "Count on Me" a 7. I would give it a little higher, but it's not adventurous. There's no surprises in it. It was what we expect, but still a good track. Okay. We're going to pause. I'm going to listen to Take Your Time, and I'll get back with my thoughts on track number 3, side 1. Okay, track number 3, Take Your Time. It's written by words Grace Slick and music Peter Sears. It's basically a mid-tempo song about reflecting on life and setting your own pace, type of thing. It's a good song. It contributes to the album, but I give it a rating of 6 out of 10. Nothing really special. Just keep things kind of going. Okay. and it's not quite a skip over track. I can hang with it. Crazy Feeling, which we're going to next, and Crazy Feeling was written by the same two outsiders as Count on Me. Uh, Jesse Barish, B.A. Barish, and two Jessies, and Jesse Barish as well. Okay, yeah, the two Jessies is actually one because they confusing. They got one person wrote the song, but they got words. Jesse, same person. Music, Jesse, same person. Okay, so that kind of threw me off. So let's listen to Crazy Feeling. Okay, I'm back. I listened to the next two tracks, Crazy Feeling and Skateboard, which rounds out the first side of the album. Crazy Feeling, I gave it my lowest ranking of 1 through 5, of 1 through 10. I gave it a 5. Uh, Nothing really, struck me about it. It's okay. It's barely a skip over track. Um, but nothing special about it. I like Skateboard a little bit more. I give it a 7 because I like the music. It was written by their lead guitarist, and they used the skateboard as a metaphor for like getting around in life. Okay, so I gave that a 7, and I tallied up the score. And by the way, Count on Me, I upgraded from a 7 to 8. So we're looking at a score of 41 for the first side. I got it all queued up for side B, and we're gonna listen to our track called Fire. Okay, side 2 opens with a song called Fire. Marty Ballin is a contributor writer and for words, and David Freeberg and Peter Sears music. Uh, I like the music to this track, but the lyrics are just awful. Where they just keep yelling out "fire, fire." I don't know who they think they are. The Doors. On this case, they sound fine on like sounding like the Doors on the first tracks, opening track side 1, but it's just irritating. The fire, fire, but if you erase the vocals, just listen to the music. It's good. So I gave that a 7. Took brownie points away because of the vocals. The next track, "Show Yourself," words by Grace Slick, music by Grace Slick. This is one of the highlight tracks. Grace Slick is just fantastic, as she always is with the vocals, and backing vocals and all that. It's like really mid tempo, and Peter Sears is really provides excellent backup on organ, piano, and organ, and David on bass, rhythm guitar, Paul and Craig. So excellent track. We got 2 more songs to go, and I'll come back with a final wrap up. Okay, I just finished listening to the last 2 tracks of the album, Runaway and All Night Long. And both tracks I rated as a 9. A really nice way to end the album. Runaway was actually one of the singles, I think, second single released from the album, which made it to number 12 on Billboard single chart. And I really like that song, "Runaway," especially the really kind of smooth guitar playing toward the end. I mean, it's just another romantic ballad, as the songs that got them the radio airplay that promoted the album. All Night Long really seems like a sing along group effort. it's mid-tempo rocker with some nice guitars coming in. The rating I gave the album, I tallied up all the numbers there, and side 1, 41, side 2, 33. If side 2 had one more song, because side 1 had 5 songs, side 2 only has 4, so that gets a lower rating. And I rated each song based on the song itself, the performance, the production. I just kind of threw it in there, for each song, and just did an overall rating on those counts. Okay. So we come out with a 74. I guess that would be tittling between a low B plus and a high B minor minus. Okay. So that's not a bad score, 74 for the entire album. And it's an album I will definitely just put away and listen to again. Maybe perhaps I won't wait 20 years. There's a few tracks I really, really like, the highlights. So that's my rating. And if you want me to do more of these forgotten about albums reviews, please let me know. I'm going to see if I can get in another thrift store CD music find tonight as well, because I would really like to start building this channel, and I need your help. I need people to view my channel. So if you like the content, and you have friends who you think they would like the content, then let them know about it. Also, a tip: you can actually speed my videos up if you go to setting and set the speed at 1.5. That could cut about 8 minutes, 5 minutes, 4 minutes off a video without me sounding like Alvin and Chipmunks. So Jefferson Starship, this is actually their 4th album under this title. Earth came out in 1978. Recorded in 1977, 2 hits off of it, and I actually saw them during this tour, but I have no memory of it. Okay, it was just one of those concerts I went to because it was something happening. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review, and I want to wish everyone a nice day. Bye bye.